going? It's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to another day in my 2024 Valentine card series. In today's video, we are making a shaker card using some leftovers from my Michael Jackson shaker card. So that was a video that went up last Wednesday. If you missed it, I'll try to remember to link it down below, but it's one of the first videos on my channel. I had so much fun with that card and I had some leftovers. So I'm going to walk you through kind of shaker card 101. Now that is going to be a series in a couple of weeks. I'm trying to sit down and kind of plan ahead the content that I want to do rather than just flying by the seat of my pants, although I enjoy that too. So yeah, anywho, in this video I'm going to show you how to make the simplest shaker card. I mean, you can't get any simpler, than this, other than the pockets, and I haven't figured this out. I'm not gonna lie. And then yeah, so if you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing. If you haven't checked, make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people whether they want to be unsubscribed or not. What else do I need to tell you? That's it. If you know where Darcy's is, like on the internet, let me know, because I would rather purchase straight from her than that. So yeah. Anyway, let's head over to the craft table and we'll get started. All right, friends, I have this comically slow so I can talk to you and walk you through making a frame for a shaker card. So a shaker card has like acetate or something on front. You can do tulle, you can do vellum, you can do pretty much whatever you want. But the main part of it is some sort of frame, unless you use the pockets. Now, Stamp Anything is carrying the shaker pockets, and I'll share with those with you in the next couple of weeks. But this is like the cheapest and least expensive way to do this. You just need to have two dies. So one that is going to fit, be like your big die, and the other one that's going to make the frame. So this set of dies is from Stamp Anything. I don't know if it's still around or if it's retired, but it's their A2 card front dies. So this is a scallop die, and then there is a smaller rectangle, and they fit inside each other to create a frame. Now, you can make this bigger, you can make this smaller. It's completely up to you, dependent upon how much of a border you want. And spoiler alert, that's a card on the bottom, and you can see the size of the window that it makes. So you just need two dies. You can do any shape that you want, and we will play with that during Shaker Card Week when that happens. Speaking of, and here's a look at it just so you can see exactly what it looks like. You just run that through. I would use some washi tape or something to tape it down, run it through your die cutting machine. You don't have to have a die cutting machine to make a shaker card. If you can cut a shape inside of a shape, then you're good to go. You can use acetate. If you buy a lot of makeup palettes, you probably have some acetate from that. I've mentioned before, I taught school, and one thing that happened when you got a new classroom is you inherited whatever the previous teacher didn't want. And I looked into some transparencies. I'm dating myself. So I have probably a lifetime supply of acetate to make shaker cards. So yeah. Okay, so my initial idea for this, and you guys know I'm trying to use up my stash, is these tombstones. So I cut these out. I was going to use those on the Michael Jackson card because, again, he's supposed to be dead or whatever. And I thought, oh, this would make a really cute banner. And I do like the look of it. And maybe I'll make another card with it. But I felt like it was too big and kind of overtook the shakers. So this is a pattern of paper from Catherine Pooler. I believe it was in their soy something, soy sauce paper pad or sushi paper pad. And it's a really fun pattern. And I love that it has pink, blue, red, all of the colors that you guys know I love to use this time of year, or any time of year really. So the Love You dies are from Stamp Anything. They're separate. So yeah, so I've decided that this is what I want my card layer to be. And I am going to bring in a piece of acetate, like I said, and you can see there. And I'm just going to add some tape runner to the back of my frame. Now, if you have like a stitch die, be sure that you pay attention to where the stitches are. That way it's going the right way. That way it's not upside down or whatever. Then I'm just going to put this down on the piece of acetate, and then I'm going to use my scissors to trim it out. You could cut this to size if you want to. I couldn't be bothered. couldn't be bothered. And I'm just making sure that the acetate doesn't show, and I'm going to cut all the way around it. And again, you can use Timothy, who posts a lot in Stamp Anything's group. He used tulle one time, and I'm like, that is genius. I've seen people use vellum, etc. So the world is your oyster. Go make your shaker cards. And like I said, there are pouches. I know several different companies are carrying them, including Stamp Anything. Okay, so I bought these foam strips off of Amazon, and I literally just searched adhesive foam strips, and I am doubling this up. So there's two side by side going down the side of the shaker, and then I'm taking that and I'm going up one. So it's doubled. You want enough room for your shaker bits to shake, and if I didn't hop this up, it wouldn't move much. Now you could try it, it's up to you, but yeah. So I'm just putting these down, and like I said, two side by side, peeling off the backer and then putting them up and down. So I'm going to bring in the rest of the bits and bobs, again, from the Michael Jackson card. I didn't use all of them. And then I'm going to bring in some seed beads. Now, if you're new here or new to me, hi, hello, say hello in the chat. I used to make Christmas ornaments, and I used to make seeded sequin ornaments. So it would have a seed bead, and then it would have a sequin, and it would go in a foam ball. And I made all sorts of ones. Disney, like Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse. I did a couple of like baby's first Christmas, etc. And so I have a ton of seed beads. I bought like 60 pounds of seed beads, I think. So I have a ton left. So I like to take the shaker frame to the cardstock like this. That way I run the risk of not getting my pattern crooked. And you guys know, if you've been with me for forever, you know that I'm crooked as a jaybird sometimes. So this kind of helps eliminate that. And you can see there that it shakes. And then I am going to trim off the paper. Now this is a little bit wasteful doing it this way, but trust me when I say that it's less frustrating than trying to get something straight. And it wasn't such a big deal with this pattern because this pattern's kind of random. But if you have like a straight pattern or something, you're going to want to do it this way. So you take the shaker frame to the piece of paper with the shaker bits in it. So yeah. And I wanted to use that dye, but I wanted to use different colors because I felt like it blended in. And that is a different kind of glitter from a different paper pack. I bought a couple off Amazon. But before we do anything else, kitty cam. This is my kitty, Roxie Sue Bear, Katos Katos. Roxie, Mama, Roxie Sue, what else are called? Biche. She answers to 3 or 4 different names, which is kind of funny. She's gotten very clingy the last few months. I don't know why. But she has decided that she cannot sleep unless I am sitting right beside her or at least in the room with her. And it's gotten to be where she will holler and holler and holler until I go sit on the couch with her and pet her. Or she'll come in here and she'll start immediately chewing plastic. Just like, you can't come in here and just go meow and then ask for love. You have to come in here and destroy everything. I can promise you there's not a piece of plastic in this craft room that doesn't have teeth marks in it. So yeah, we love her. She's adorable. She's got a mushy face. We've had her since 2016. She was 2 or 3 at the time. So she's getting up there in age, but she still very much acts like a kitten. But yeah, she cannot sleep without me, and it's kind of exhausting. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that face. Oh my goodness. So I have a space beside her on my for her beside me on my desk. But she was like, no, this ain't working. But she came over, got some loves, and then I was able to move on with what I was doing. But yeah, so she's so cute, and I know you guys really love her, as you should, because she's adorable. If you missed it, last year I did an anti-Valentine Stamp Anything. We did a kind of love day where we all had Anne draw us different digital images, and I had her in a taco shell. If I can find the picture, I'll post it. And it was like, it's like, yes, I love, or something. Yeah, I'm in love with tacos, right? And because she has a grumpy face. Her face is so grumpy. She's this mushy face cat, but she's the least grumpiest cat ever. But she is talkative. She's got like 18 different meows. She'll go, ah. Sometimes she'll go, whoa, whoa. or she'll go, rah, rah. Like she has an arsenal of meows to get her way. And she's so funny. She got out one time. She got out not long ago, and I about lost my mind because she'd never been outside before. She's an inside cat, but yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little kitty interlude. You're going to see her face kind of peek in a little bit later, but I wanted to share this footage with you guys because it's been a while since she's been on my desk, and shared herself with you guys. So we're going to move on. And I am going to bring in some, this is a scored and folded card base. I picked these up off Amazon last Christmas, and I have been using them a ton. Anytime I want a card base that's already like, if it's going to be hamburger style, I pull these out. This has really changed my crafting game. If you didn't know, I am disabled. I have a form of muscular dystrophy and maybe something else. I'm still undergoing a bunch of testing. So I have to do things. I have to like kind of change the way I've crafted, or I've had to change the way I crafted. Like I had to get an electric die cutting machine where before I used the Big Shot, etc. Here I'm making basically my own sticker paper, and then you can see Roxie. So these are double-sided adhesive sheets, again off Amazon because that's where everything comes from. And you're basically making a sticker. So that's exactly what I did. I put it on the back. We're going to cut this out and it will be adhesive back, and you just have to put it on like a sticker. I'm very messy. Like I can't help it. Sometimes my hand is shaky, shake. And if I want glue everywhere, that's the way to do it. But I hate using liquid glue when it's around acetate. Here, I don't know how I didn't get glue over all of this. Sometimes I'm not paying attention to what's happening. But if I do liquid glue and I have to move stuff around, it just gets messy and then I have to start all over, and that just makes me mad. So yeah, so this glitter is actually from a pack from Die Cuts with the View. I love it. The colors are bright and vibrant, so fun. And I think these heart dies are from Stampin' Up, not Stampin' Up. Simon Says Stamp from like eons ago. And again, the Love You and the frame are from Stamp Anything. So here you go. You can see I'm just peeling off the backer and sticking it down just like a sticker. I love this card so very, very much. Now the Love You, I moved around a few times, and that's again why I'm glad I haven't been using like liquid adhesive, because I would have had glue everywhere and it's impossible to get off acetate. Even with the alcohol swab, it barely wants to come off. So yeah, but that's it, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you. As I mentioned, I'm going to be doing some more kind of educational type videos going forward. Let me know what technique you're interested in learning more about, or if there's any special project or product or something that you'd like me to share my opinion about. I'd be happy to do that for you. I'm excited for the new year. It's been a rough 6 months, but I'm hoping that things are getting better and I can kind of get my crafty mojo back. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back here Friday for like the easiest card you've ever made in your life. All right, friends, bye for now.